What's up, everyone? Aaron Schatz here, owner of ASE Publishing, and today it's time to announce Dark Fringe Defense Demonstration number 2. You can download it right now in the description below. We have links for SteamVR, Windows, Mac, and of course Linux. And if you don't have SteamVR, it's still usable on all the other platforms. We've pretty much balanced it so that you can actually play with a mouse and a keyboard right now. We're going to put in controller support soon, but for now you have a mouse and keyboard to actually get everything done. The controls are basically all the same. We didn't really change any of the weapons around yet, but we did a lot of gameplay changes, and actually that's what we needed to do first before we got the weapons in. So now that the majority of the gameplay is finished, it's time to actually go into the weapons. In addition, this is going to be released on Steam very soon, and we're going to be using Steam for multiplayer as well. So this demonstration is single player only for now. However, the next one will be on Steam, and it will be multiplayer enabled, and pretty much that's going to be the crazy stuff that's going to happen. It's going to be a really fun experience. So, I don't even know why I keep talking. Let's show you what's new. Now, the only thing that's left is to put on the headset. So let's get this thing going. And I'll try to remember this time to make sure the view shows you a whole bunch of stuff. Here we go. Okay. Because when you record it, it's slightly different than what I actually see. So I'm going to try to do this. So I haven't changed the right controller. The right controller still emits the beam, but I might change that. Just let me know. So nothing's really changed in this, but I'll just go in and show you shot calibration anyway. So I took some feedback, and now there's 2 positions you can actually set. So if you go ahead and read this, basically it says if it's in this mode and you click the grip on either one, it'll actually change the positions to whatever I thought would be good. So I only set 2 for now, basically straight ahead and sort of like you're holding a pistol. And if you push the menu button, the idea, right? And you just shoot this to return to the main menu. Again, if you want to set the position manually, all you have to do is just hold the trigger, again, like I said, hold the trigger, hold the controller, hold the trigger, and then this little purple boxy thing comes up and it'll show you where it's going to stick the actual emitter when you're actually holding it. So if you like it here, for instance, you can do that. And then you can see that. There we go. Now, I also allow you to copy from one to the other. So, for instance, if you're like this and you say, oh, I want this to be like this, exactly, and you're like, I want it to copy to this, all you gotta do is push the touchpad and it copies it over. It doesn't work if you are doing stuff like this, for instance. So if you want to do something like this, and if you copy that over, obviously it's gonna be wrong. I could fix that, but I'm not sure if I want to fix that, really. So that's also something to leave me feedback for. But just set it to this. I like this position now. So there you go. Looks good. Here we go. Sound settings haven't changed. Not going to go into that. Let's start this game up. Okay. Now, first thing that's changed is each wave and everything in this game is going to have a start screen, and this is the start to a store, where you upgrade the items in the game, like your guns and blah blah blah. You can probably upgrade your base and stuff. And up there you could see I stuck the mini map. So this only really shows in VR, I think. I don't remember if it shows in non-VR as well, but I couldn't think of a better place for right now. So again, suggestions very welcome on where to stick the mini maps. It serves its purpose for right now. I mean, it is what it is. So in this demonstration, I'll just start this. So in this demonstration right now, there's only 3 waves that I set up. It's a demonstration. I'll tell you what, if I get some good feedback, I'll do a much longer demonstration for you by next week. Maybe not including multiplayer if you guys, give me some really good feedback, because multiplayer is going to take a little bit of time. So headshots are in there, so if you get them in their head, there's a lot more damage. And I also added them actually shooting. So they'll actually shoot, and the damage is applied when the beam actually hits the attack base. So Oh yeah. And if they're in mid-shot, you know, their hand just flails and it'll just shoot everywhere. It's fine. I haven't really programmed them to actually do... I mean, the AI still sucks, don't get me wrong. It basically goes over to near the base and then just starts attacking the base. Eventually, what I might do is I might use that radar dish over there to actually do the mini-map. So, for instance, they might actually start attacking the radar dish, and then you'll lose your mini-map. Something like that I might do. They might actually start attacking you. So the next wave is coming. So it says fast movers. And if we see the mini-map up here, you can see that, so these guys will explode. So yeah, you can see the AI is kind of, look at them. They're just like, so like I said, it's a demonstration just to explain what's going on. Sometimes they get stuck, but that's okay. Gets the point. I'll have to fix it. I'm running, but I'm gonna kill him. The red guys are the ones that I have to still get their AI a little bit better. These guys are pretty good. Obviously the waves can have much stronger enemies and stuff like that. So just gives you an idea of what's going on here. That's that wave. And here's a new enemy type. Not these guys. These are stupid people. Die. Die too. Okay, so if you see what's there we go. What's coming up here? Look at this. So yes, I'm working on enemy types, and just watch the difference between what these things do. Basically, they're like the little soldier guys over here. I'm gonna kill this guy. Except they'll like charge up really close to the base and have a bigger shot. So just to make sure we can get the base die and everything. Let's get done. And that's okay. Again, I gotta work on the red guy. But this is just a trick. Come on, die. You know, literally sliding around. I love that. Oh my god, when you're doing stuff in Unity, it's very interesting to see a lot of like stuff happen. So, guys. Boom, your base survived. And that's basically it. You could restart. You can go back to the main menu. And then restart from here if you want. Boom, easy warm up here. Over here, remember, you can always just teleport to these things by shooting them. So, you got that, and then that's why there's two mini-maps, because if you're in this position, you're going to want to be looking at that mini-map. If you're in these positions, you can look at that one. Now, this is just a temporary map. We're going to build a better one. Maybe we're going to feature a couple different maps, and I think they're going to be at least 4 positions. So I'm thinking that this game would be 4 players would be the sweet spot. And we'll probably try to scale up the difficulty based on how many players there are. For now, I mean, it gets you the idea, though. It's pretty well. And that's basically it. So, might as well show you what's different on Linux, because without VR. So let's go do that now. Now I have situated myself back on my primary operating system, and I've full screened the game, which you can do, no problem. It's not set to full screen right now. It's not set to do anything really. It's like I said, it's just a demo. We'll put all those settings in as the time comes. But let's see. You can see the calibration control menu is gone. This is the same as the first demo, but let's just give it a shot. Start this game up. All the menus and stuff are exactly the same, and as I suspected, I removed the floating things from the mini-map, and they're in the top right. Again, I'm not sure what to actually do for that. Maybe I'll just show... I don't think the mini-map... I don't think it's like... I'm not sure, actually. I might put this to floating as well in the game, but you can see it's basically the same exact game. The only difference is, right now it's only mouse and keyboard, and each of the actual mouse buttons controls your weapons. So, but otherwise it's the same exact game. That's why I'm saying, for like, don't get me wrong, in VR it's way better. You can independently control each... That's funny. You can independently control each gun. We're going to actually have to... The problem is, like, the controllers themselves are pretty limiting on what they can do, because there's not that many buttons. But it's even more limiting with a mouse. So I understand that I have a keyboard to use, but you got to make it... You got to make this functional for everybody in a good way. Now, obviously, we're going for VR first, so the game is really built for VR, and this is just to allow your friends and stuff that don't have VR just to play with you. Once we add in voice control, once we add in like voice chat and everything, no, believe me, you're gonna want to use voice chat for this. So let's just let these guys just. So the sounds and stuff are obviously a little temporary, and most of them are free sounds and stuff, but I like a lot of them, like the laser sounds I like a lot, look at them just like running in. But it gives you a good idea of what the gameplay is going to be. But that's basically it, so let's wrap this up and we'll take it from there. Remember to check out the download links below. You got downloads for SteamVR, Windows, Linux, and Mac. If you don't have VR because the platform doesn't support it, like Linux, even though Valve said they would support it at release, and it's not. So what's up with that? Anyway, it's still usable without VR. You get a slightly different gameplay experience, but the multiplayer will be VR and non-VR at the same time. So if you got friends that have VR and you don't have VR, don't worry, you still get the same gameplay experience. We're going to tell you that. For that, you're probably going to want a microphone, because this game is pretty much going to be all voice chat, because the people in VR are not going to be typing anything. So get a microphone, get a headset, and you'll be good to go. Remember, feedback very much appreciated. We're really getting down to the wire, because the next release is going to have multiplayer, and then really that's going to be like sort of an open beta. And then right after that, it's going to be pretty short, and we're going to either release it in early access or release it and good to go. Of course, we're going to be putting in updates continually as it goes, probably every month or so. But yeah, we're really close to having something that's actually usable. And then once we put multiplayer in, it's going to be really, really fun. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please leave some feedback. Thanks again.